Hello everybody, one of my videos, my name is MJG Games. Today we're doing a memories video. So after doing my Atmosfear 30th anniversary Kickstarter unboxing video, I had a question from Rusty James, and he said to me, do you have any other video board games in your collection apart from Atmosfears? And I said, yes, I've got 4 actually. And he said to me, well, that made a good video. And I was like, are you hinting there, Mr. Rusty James? Are you hinting? He said, no, not really. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. He was. Mate, I'm more than happy to do it. So there we go. We'll focus on those 4 today. I'll play them in the order that I got them. The conditions are not as good as my Atmosfears, and I haven't played them nowhere near as Atmosfears, but they are good games nevertheless. So anyway, we've got clear the decks. It's not going to be easy. It never is in the Morgan's Game Powers. But anyway, board game memory video. Let's go. Okay, so the problems I've got for today's video, hopefully I've got round them by buying myself a few additional things. Now, when I did my Atmosfear 30th unboxing video, I bought myself a fold-up table. It's not the biggest of tables, but unfortunately I don't have a table in my house. But because it's a square, it's perfect for an Atmosfear board. Unfortunately, 2 of the boards today are actually rectangular. So it's going to be too big for this table. And this coffee table is too low down. So what I've had to do is I bought myself a piece of wood. Okay, so one of the game boards should fit on this table absolutely perfectly, but unfortunately 1 out of 4 is not good enough. But I spent £15 on this piece of wood from B&Q, and it go on there. Yeah, 60 centimetres by 90 centimetres, and I wasn't in 2 minds to cut it down to size. I was also in 2 minds to bolt it to this table, but it should be okay if I don't lean on one side of it. Also, I bought one of these. I've got one already. It's another one. This is a anti-slip rug underlay. So that's going to go on the top of there, and my other ones will go in between there. Hopefully it won't move. Yeah, £15 for that, and £15 for that, we're good to go, hopefully. What we'll try to do now is clear the air, like I did with my Atmosfear videos. Sofas can definitely move, coffee tables can definitely move. We need space. Okay, we're good to go. Now, first game we focus on today is Star Trek. Where is it? Okay, there we go. Ages 8 and up, 3 to 6 players, Star Trek Next Generation interactive video board game. Okay, we're nearly ready to go. Now, I have to admit, I was more of a Star Wars fan than I was a Star Trek fan, but I didn't mind a bit of Star Trek, saw a lot of the films back in the day. This one I got as a birthday present from my dad in 1993 after I saw it in an Argos book. And being a big fan of Atmosfears, as soon as I found out there was actually more video board games available, I was always really interested. But this one I've only been played about 3 times. Once with my dad and twice with a few friends from school, but we've never actually managed to win the game. And back in the day, we didn't really sort of understand how to play it. Which is why it does say on there, you must read the rules to understand how to play the game. Carefully read the rules now before proceeding any further. But we do need a playing piece. Okay, before we play the game, of course, it's essential you know how to play it. But also, we do need a playing piece, and also we do need to know which rank we're going to be. Now, the commander is the strongest, then you have the engineer, the lieutenant, the ensign, the chief, and the cadet. Cadet is the weakest. But yeah, this game has a lot of playing pieces. Also, we're going to need a dice, which is there, and we are going to pick a character. Okay, so these are your rank cards. So what we're trying to do is shuffle them and just pick one at random, and that is who we're going to be for the remainder of the game. We are going to be commander. Right, commander, that's actually the strongest. I didn't actually mean to do that, but there we go. We are the strongest rank. So in this game, we've got 12 playing pieces, 6 females and 6 males, and each one with their own designated rank. So what we'll try and do is now find your one, which in my case is a commander who is male. Bingo. And you've got to find your colour and then put the two together. Now for a starting point, it's not actually a specific point on the board we need to start from. It just says in the instruction manual, just go to any computer access on the board. Alright, we're now ready to go. Now I do apologise, the video is not going to be HD video quality, it's going to be VHS quality, and I am using the wrong TV. I do have a CRT, but it's difficult to capture. So we'll do it like this.
First Officer's Log. Stardate 49253.5. Commander William Riker reporting. 3 days ago, the Enterprise docked at Starbase 7-4 to undergo repairs to a damaged computer core that has been causing erratic performance in low-level computer functions. The ship is practically empty, except for a few crew members assigned to direct the Starbase repair teams. Captain Picard granted shore leave to all personnel. Although I am not on board the ship, I am monitoring the repair team's progress from the Starbase. The deadline for completing repairs to the Enterprise is past, and the need to get underway is mounting. However, the starship will remain virtually empty until all work is completed. The repair team estimates that the computer system will be online in 2 days, and I have scheduled the rest of the crew to return to the ship at that time. While the delays have been frustrating, no further problems are anticipated.
That's what they think. force be with you. It's one, isn't it?
Computer, lay in a course for Kronos. Warp 9. Execute! So, there are Enterprise crew members on board. Klingon Koldashatan.
No.
It will not matter. I control life support, navigation, and weapon systems on this ship. Your life is in my hands. I am Kavak. As a Klingon warrior, I can no longer endure this alliance between the Klingon Empire and the Federation. This peace is intolerable. I must return our warrior race to its true nature. We are now en route to the Klingon homeworld. There we will die in battle like true warriors, as intergalactic war between the Federation and Klingon Empire begins by my hand. Yes, I will fight my brothers, for the good of the Empire. What battles the galaxy will see. I left clear evidence on Starbase 7-4 that this mission was executed with the approval of Starfleet's highest-ranking officers. You look concerned. Of course it is not true. The Federation is too weak for such a glorious plan. But I am a Klingon warrior, and I am not weak. So, perhaps you will present a challenge. No battle is full, no victory honorable without the challenge of a worthy adversary. We will play a warrior's game of strength and cunning. Each of you look as if you possess these skills. We shall see if this helps you against a true Klingon warrior. I know your human ways. You will pretend to cooperate, and then try to regain control of this ship and sabotage this great mission. To accomplish that task, you must secure access to 5 levels of the main computer. Of course, you will be pitted against me. In 60 minutes, we will reach the Klingon homeworld. You are in a race against time. If you manage to succeed, Starfleet will surely award you a medal. If you fail, your blessed Enterprise is doomed. That should be enough incentive. I am now captain of this ship. You will address me with respect when I speak. You must stop immediately and look at me. When I speak directly to you, you must touch your communicator and answer me. Yes, Captain Kavak. If you do not respond in exactly this manner, you will experience my wrath. Do you understand? Answer!
Yes, Captain Kavak.
Let the game begin.
Okay, we're officially off the mark. Like the early Atmosfear Games, you've got 60 minutes to win the game. You've got to race against the clock. Your mission is in 3 parts by collecting isolinear chips and attaching them to a tricorder, which is that. To get a phaser for security and to successfully crawl down a Jeffy's tube and attempt to win the game by gaining control of the USS Enterprise. And all that in 60 minutes. And you start the game off with no additional skills. In fact, the only card you actually pick up is the computer access cards, but only if you land on that space. If you land on a holodeck card, you can't pick one up because you have holodeck access, which is isolinear chip number 1. So you move around the board in a clockwise motion. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. So there's not a lot you can do at the early stages. Right, computer access. Right, conference room. When you get to the conference room, use this access card to gain computer security clearance and receive your next level isolinear chip. Return to deck after use. So we'll go to the conference room, which is there.
Mev, you! The one who is moving now. Answer!
Yes, Captain Kavak.
You will be the first to learn the power of a Klingon warrior. I place you in a stasis field.
Pretty much the same thing as atmospheres with the black holes. If you're put into a stasis field, you've got to stay there until you are released. Now, in a status field, you can't move off your space until you're released. Now, there's certain ways you can actually release yourself if you have a card to do so, or you have the status immunity, which is isolated chip number 4, or if someone lands in this space here, status fields are released. But of course, that's not going to be possible with only me being here. So the only way is just waiting around for him to be releasing me.
Mev! The computer has malfunctioned and drained stasis fields.
I'm out of there.
I think I have detected movement in the stern section of the ship. I am flooding the corridors of this section with Bertolt rays. Anyone there is forced to sick bay.
Right, unfortunately, that is me. You've got the source section, and you also have the stern section, which is basically the rear of the spaceship. And of course, I am in the corridor, so I must go to sick bay. Unfortunately, just past the conference room, so you take a big leap over there. Now, once you're in the sick bay, you actually miss a turn, which of course is not going to cause much grief here. So now we'll go around again and go the long way round till we get to the conference room. Right, computer access once again. Right, at either clock time above, the main computer experiences a power surge. Receive 2 free turns.
Mev, a crew member who is moving now. Answer me, human!
Yes, Captain Cover.
You are no match for a Klingon. I have detected your movements. I am immediately transporting you to the brig, where you will be confined for 1 minute.
Right, so we're backtracking once again. So now I'm moving to the brig, which is there. And once you're in the brig, you must stay there for 1 additional minute. Okay, I'm officially out of there. So we need to try and get some rewards here.
So, the holodecks are functioning. No matter. It is only a Federation illusion, unlike the Klingon reality that awaits you. Anyone on a holodeck?
Yeah.
Experience Vish.
Now, Bish is actually clear for punishment. So yeah, it doesn't say you were sitting on the tin, but you can't pick those up until we instruct you to. But sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Not always. Right, we need some skills. Trouble is, I keep rolling a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holodeck. We can't pick one up. Not yet anyway. Right, we're now going into the conference room. That allows me to get my first one. There we go, we've now got the holodeck access. Okay, so now every time we land on a holodeck card, we pick up a holodeck card, believe it or not. So, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now we'll try and get our second one, which allows you to use turbo lifts.
Mev! Who is moving now?
Me.
Respond!
Yes, Captain Kavak.
Take the challenge of the Klingon sword to determine your destiny.
Okay, we ignore the 4. 4's not the score, it's Bish. So we pick up a Bish card. Cover detects your movement. You are now placed in a status field. Not good. There we go. Well, all I can do is drink my tea. I ain't going anywhere. I'm in a status field. But the game is really good. But yeah, I think I've only played it 3 times. Once with my dad, and we did play the game all the way to the end, but we didn't win. But we didn't really understand all the rules of the game.
You! The one who is moving now.
Sort of.
Answer!
Yes, Captain Kavak.
Experience Bish. Malfunction. This Federation computer is as frustrating as a Ferengi. You may get assistance from these low-level computer defects, but I still maintain all computer control over navigation and weapon systems.
So yes, Bish is punishment, but this is not going to be a punishment this time. It would have been if the low-level malfunction did appear on the screen, but originally, Kavak detects your movement, you are placed in a status field. But because if low-level function appeared on the screen, it move immediately to any location of your choice. Which is interesting because I'm actually in a status field. Technically it wasn't my go anyway. But what I might do is, I might move myself and the status field to there, which would then remove the status field from existence. We'll go with that. Right, so we are now released. But yes, if the low level appears on the screen, you read the bottom of the card, not the top. Top is bad, bottom is good. Okay, status report. We've currently got 40 minutes remaining. I've got 2 isolinear chips, and we can now pick up holodeck cards. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll move over to the next game very soon. You consult with a holodeck image of Lieutenant Commander Data and learn how to access one level of computer security. When you enter any room, receive your next level isolinear chip. Return the backup pack after use. Well, that is very handy. Any room we like will get our next reward, which will be number 3, which allows us to pick up our phaser for the security.
Men! Something is wrong. Computer, beam me to the bridge. Charlie, show! So this is the command center of the Starship Enterprise. And this must be Picard's chair. Kushtak Baloa. It is now. Luck is not with you, humans. We just passed through a localized distortion in the space-time continuum. You have less time than you thought to stop me.
Okay, we've lost about 9 minutes of the game, but we'll move on. But now I can actually go into any room and pick up my next reward. So it doesn't matter how much I roll, you don't have to roll the exact number. We'll go into the science lab.
Ma'am.
And pick up the next one.
Scanners detect movement throughout the ship. I have shut down the turbo lifts. They are all inoperable. If you are on a turbo lift, you are trapped.
No dice, well fine. I'm actually in the science lab, but anyway, I've now got my 3rd one, which is my phaser access. So you go to security, which is not too far away, and we pick up one and only phaser. And you use that to hopefully win the game at the end. You cannot win without one. Okay, approaching the final parts of the video now. Not much remains, 6 minutes. I've got 2 isolated chips, and I have got my phaser, which is not looking good for me and the commander. 2. Right, turbo left. I'm going to move from there to there.
Who has the least access to the computer?
Me.
Answer!
Yes, Captain Kavak.
I will tempt you. Who responded first?
Me.
So you are the coward! You cannot succeed! You do not deserve the glory of death! I offer you the chance to save your pitiful life. I am launching a shuttle. You may go aboard immediately and leave this ship. Do you accept? Respond!
Yes, Captain Kavak.
Have you left the ship? If you abandon the others to save yourself, you have dishonored the Federation. Ha! But you will live!
So there we go, get the opportunity to try and save your life and abandon everyone else and try and not win the game. But we are still aboard, we're still trying to win the game. We still have 3, but it's not looking good for me and the commander. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Computer access. Right, Shuttle Bay. When you get to Shuttle Bay, use this access card to gain computer security clearance and receive your next level isolated chip. That's handy, it's literally just... Where is Shuttle Bay? I've gone past it, it's there. Oh, maybe not then. However, I do need to get to 10 forward, which is right there. So all I need is 2. Bingo. Right, 10 forward. We've now got our 4th isolated chip, which protects us from status fields.
Answer me, weakling.
Yes, Captain Kovac.
Experience beige. Ah!
Right, that's not good. Okay, experience bish. Right, Field of Wrath of Kovac. You are placed in a status field. Well, it's funny you say that. I've literally just got my 4th, which protects me from status fields. So, no need for that. All we need now is 1, and we're good to go. Hollow deck. Choose another crew member, and they will give you their next turn.
Gah! Answer me!
Yes, Captain Kovac.
Experience beige. Malfunction. It will not matter. Time is running out. Humans.
Okay, not so bad this time. Immediately move to the nearest holodeck and draw a card. Well, I'm actually on the holodeck. Okay, I'll pick up another one. So take that to the back of the pack and pick up another one of these. Alright. Move immediately to the nearest computer access space and draw 2 cards. My lord, it's getting crazy, this is. Pick up 1 card and pick up another one. Then another 2. That's passed.
Nev! Who is moving now?
Me.
Answer!
Yes, Captain Kovac.
Take the challenge of the Klingon sword to determine your destiny.
Right, there's so much things going on here. Right, protection. You discover a computer code to lock out an isolinear chip. You are protected from losing one of your isolinear chips to Kovac. Very handy in the closing stages. Right, take the Clan Cleon sword to determine my destiny. Speech. Oh my goodness me, another one. Return your highest level isolinear chip. There we go. Protection. There you go. Can't argue with that.
So well. Respond!
Yes, Captain Kovac.
As leader, you will experience beige. Ugh! This computer has more low-level bugs than Antares 3. Ah!
This is a crazy couple of minutes. I mean, can you imagine playing this game with 6 people? That'd be crazy, right? Something I've never experienced. Not with just this game, but any of them. Right, Bish. Move to the nearest computer access location and draw cards. Again? There. Protection. There we go. Another protection. Oh, my phaser is now protected this time. You can't take my phaser away. Alright.
Ah! Patak! You have won a minor victory in this contest, humans. The computer just deleted security level 5. Computer, red alert! I still control navigation and weapon systems, but you can now reach the bridge with only 4 isolinear chips.
Right, the only problem with that is I've actually gone past it. Once you have all 5, or in this case 4, you go down this path here, and this takes you towards the bridge access panel. And basically, there's 2 cards there which say do it again, and there's 2 cards there to say you've won. But anyway, it's not going to happen anytime soon, I don't think so. But anyway, let's see how we do. We're going to hit it the long way route. Cargo bay, no need.
Nev! The crew member closest to the security room is placed in a stasis field.
No need, I've got the 4th isolinear chip, I'm safe. Right, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turbo lift. Well, to there. But we'll leave it as that. There we go. I'm literally just towards the entrance to the Jeffries tube. And there we go. It's fantastic.
It is over. We have arrived at the Klingon homeworld. All computer access codes are now deleted. Your isolinear chips are useless. The bridge is secure from your childish attempts. You have lost. Computer, slow to 1/3 impulse. It seems our movements have been detected, and we are being hailed in true Klingon fashion. Computer shields up! Prepare all weapon systems. Attack pattern, 835. Fire! Shields have failed, but the glory has just begun. Fire! Computer, damage report!
So there we go, that's the end of the first game. Hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it, but yes, Turnigo wasn't playing it 100%. You need 3 at least players playing, not just 1. But yes, I didn't do too bad considering I actually stopped halfway through to start editing up to this point. But anyway, we're moving to this game now. We're packing it all away, but we go from Star Trek to Star Wars. Not only do I not have a decent table in this house, I also don't have a decent chair, apart from the one in the other room. I just can't fit through the door. But this is the most uncomfortable chair I've ever sat on. I'd rather sit on a bed of nails than sit on this thing, which is why I'm sitting on a pillow. Anyway, who starts this at midnight? Me. Yes, it is. Anyway, Star Wars, interactive video board game. This one I got also as a birthday present for my dad, 1996, which again I saw in Argos book. Okay, you must read the rules before playing this game. This one was also quite complicated, and this one also is very difficult to play with 2 players, and even more so with 1. This is also a game we should play with 3 or more players, up to a maximum of 6. But there we go, we'll give it a whirl.
Admiral.
Yes, Lord Vader.
I'm taking command of this battle station in order to destroy Drinba 4. Inform me, Admiral, when we are within super laser range. I shall not fail, my Dark Master. I shall blast the Rebels' supply base and the entire planet to the eternal void. I sense a disturbance in the Force. Where? Ah, yes. The shuttle bays. An unscheduled Imperial freighter arrived just before me. So, someone was blocking the Death Star's sensors. Rebels. Not more than 6 of you. I can feel your presence. Come to me, rebels. Traitors. Unleash your anger. It brings you closer to the dark side. This Death Star will soon be within super laser range of your base. The power of the dark side will destroy you and your rebellion. Admiral, we have a small band of rebels aboard. Alert security.
Of course, Lord Vader.
The outer level has been breached. Stormtroopers to commence an immediate search of the outer level.
Okay, so the game is Star Wars. The interactive video board game came out in 1996. This one I also got for my birthday in 1996 after seeing it in an Argos book. This one I've only played a few times more than Star Trek, but this is also quite difficult to play with only 1 or 2 people. This one you really need to experience it with 3 people, which I've never experienced before. Anyway, this game you actually control 2 different characters. So I've picked Blue once again. You control a droid, which is located in the droid repair centre, and your rebel is located in the docking bay. Now what you have to do is you have to each get one of these rebel mission cards, and what you're trying to do is plant explosives in each of the outer and the inner levels, and you're also going to do it in the order on this card. Now to do this, you've got to get one of your droids onto a terminal, and then that will allow you to go into each one of the rooms and plant an explosive in each one of those rooms. However, around the outer circle is also a stormtrooper. If he lands on any one of your explosives, that explosive will be removed and given back to the player.
Who challenges me? What are your names, rebels? Speak.
My name is Jamie from MJG Games.
I feel there are those among you who have already taken the first step towards the dark side of the Force. Yes, it is indicated by the first letter of your first names. Those of you whose first names begin with one of the letters of dark side, increase your dark side power by 1.
I'm fine. I'm Jamie. Do not underestimate the power of the dark side. Dark side points are recorded on your Force level indicator using a plastic slider. They are awarded through Force cards and sometimes through Lord Vader himself. Remember, the Force will be with you, but Lord Vader will always try and win you over. The more dark side points you have, the more vulnerable you become. Keep check on the number of dark side points, as Vader will be waiting to dominate whoever has the weakest amount. So, before you can actually plant any explosives, in fact, before you can actually pick up a single card, you've got to try and get your droid out of the droid repair centre and get it onto a terminal. So you've got to try and control your rebel up to that point. So we roll the dice. 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, like the last game, you have to roll the exact number. So we go in there, and now we control our droid. In fact, you actually control either the droid or your rebel on any turn. The choice is yours. It makes sense to control your droid and get it onto a terminal. So we move out there now and move on to the next location. But you can't pick up any data cards at this point. Once on the terminal, then you can. So once your droid is active, once your droid is on the terminal, you can start picking up data cards, and then you can start putting explosives in the rooms required on your rebel mission card.
You, the rebel using the Force, stand up, look at me, address me as Lord Vader, and tell me your name.
Yes, Lord Vader, I am Jamie from MJG Games.
Good. Take the data cards, one by one, until you have a key code card.
Oh no!
Do you have one?
Yes, I do now.
Ah, yes, I sense it. Such a shame you cannot use it. You must pass it to the player on your left. Any other data card you may keep.
Well, there we go. I have actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards there. Now amazingly, out of all that lot, 5 of those were Stormtrooper search cards, which are applied immediately. So the Stormtrooper goes to those rooms, and if we find any explosives in those rooms, they'll be taken out of the equation and given back to the player. Or if there's a rebel in that room, they'll go to the detention block, where you must stay there until either you can release yourself with a card, or you're released by Darth Vader himself. Also, I've got 3 cards here. In this game, there's also a symbol that appears on the screen. If it tallies up with your card, you can then activate it. But depending on where you are on the board, depends on which part you can do. So here is the outer level or the inner level. And also I've got a card here that will release me from the detention block. It's very handy if you get captured by a Stormtrooper. Anyway, let's get some explosives, shall we? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got to try and head towards the Security Control Centre, which is there.
You. Yes, you, the rebel using the Force. Stop. Do not move. Stormtroopers, move to that location and arrest the rebel. And as for your droid... Return that droid to the repair center.
Right, so that symbol tallies up with what was on the screen. So there we go. If you're on the outer level, move your droid to the repair centre. On the inner level, move to any power conduit. Well, we just happen to be electrocuted, so we're going to the repair centre. So we're going there anyway. So it goes there, and also the Stormtrooper moves to my location, and I go to the detention block. Even though I've got a card to release myself, I still got to go there. Okay, so like the black holes, like the status fields, you cannot move until you are released. Now I do have a card to release myself, but I'm going to keep it for later times. Because I know inevitable it was going to happen. So detention block, escape. We are now out of there.
Commander.
Yes, Lord Vader.
Rectify the malfunction in the detention block doors and bring me a report.
The security check is now complete.
Unseal all doors and remain vigilant. Admiral.
My lord, Star Destroyer Colossus reports that the rebels are preparing to evacuate Drinbar 4.
They are too late, Admiral. In 41 minutes, this battle station will be in range, and with their main supply base destroyed, the rebels shall be crippled.
Okay, I have that symbol as well. So if on the outer level, move to any other room. On the inner level, move to any power conduit. So we're going to move to any room. And because my droid is actually on the right location, I'm going to move directly to the Security Control Centre, which is there. And then I'm going to apply my first explosive. Okay.
Rebels, the Force grows in you. If you are in a corridor, close your eyes and feel the Force. You respond well to the dark side. Gain 2 dark side points.
That's not good. Well, there we go. I've actually gone from 0 to 2. I shouldn't actually have done that, but I was technically in a corridor, so I didn't even have lots of choices there. But there we go. We've now off the mark on the dark side points. So anyway, what I do have now, I have my first of my reactor access codes. There's 3 in this game. You've got a red, a blue, and a purple. You need 2 of them to get into the top part to activate your final explosive, which is the reactor core active panel. Now you cannot go onto the inner level until you're instructed to do so. So even if you have planted all 3 in the outer level, you can't go up there until you're instructed to do so. So once you've got both of your reactor access cards, then you can plant your final explosive in the reactor core access panel. And do that before the time reaches 0 and you're good to go. You've won the game.
Rebels, which of you has a droid on a data terminal?
Me.
Behold.
Well, R2-D2's had a bit of a rough time in a moment, so there goes smoking. Return all droids on data terminals to Droid Repair Centre. There we go.
Rebels, the time has come for me to select a pupil. Which one of you is strongest in the power of the dark side? If there is more than one of you, I want the youngest. I shall make you my pupil. You shall forget all you have known and loved. There shall be nothing to you. You shall be mine. Whenever I call you, you shall reply, yes, my master. You shall obey me completely. You shall remove all the explosives you have planted and return all data to the central data core. You have free access to all levels. Your new objective is to prevent the other rebels from completing their mission.
So yeah, playing this game as one player, this is pretty much going to make it impossible now, because once the pupil is now present, it does change the game totally. Quite similar to Atmosfear 4 when you become a vampire. Once you become a vampire, basically you're not trying to win the game, you're trying to prevent others from winning. And it's kind of like that, because the pupil does get mentioned quite a lot on screen. And if he's not playing, yeah, it's going to be difficult. But anyway, we're going to move on to the next game now. But basically, once you've got up to the inner level, plant your 2 explosives, then you move up to the top level and plant your 5 explosives, you won the game. If you haven't done it in 60 minutes, then basically the planet's going to be destroyed.
Admiral, fire the super laser. Another victory for the dark side. I've dealt a blow to the rebels. But why am I uneasy? So long as the force flows in rebel hearts, the powers of darkness cannot prevail, and I shall once again be challenged.
Okay, another fantasy game, we'll move on to the next, but this one is fantastic. But yes, once the pupil was introduced, it pretty much ruins the game for 1 or 2 players. It's best to play with 3, 4, 5, or maybe even 6. But 6 be absolute carnage. But anyway, move on to the next game now. This one I bought with my own money, bought from DNA Toys in Sydenham in Kent. It's called Rat Rat. Okay, so I've substituted the table from a rectangular table to a square table, but unfortunately I've not managed to substitute the chair, so I'm going to need a new spine after this. But anyway, that was the easiest one to set up. This one I bought for £19.99, bought it from DNA Toys in Sydneyborn, 1996, after I got Star Wars. Now, even though it says game 1 on the screen, the video is a 60-minute video. There's 3 games on the video, each one is 15 minutes long, each one more difficult than the one before. But we're ready to go.
Lights! Camera! Action! Now you're looking at a star attraction! I'm history in the making, and all yours for the taking. I'm the talk of the town, the cold side of cool. I'm a legend in a lunchtime. I'm a oncer in a lifetime. Got an A in attitude and lots of gratitude. I'm my rat. Oh yeah! Now this is my game, and if you wanna play, you gotta do it my way. The first rule is you gotta listen to me, cause that's the key to winning, you see. Oh yeah! If you do as I say, I'll give you a way to win a piece of your puzzle. If you don't, then you'll miss a turn, cause you just gotta learn. So if you get busted, give each test your very best, and you'll make me glad, not sad. My second rule is easy. When it's your go, give that dice a throw. Make it fast, and you won't come last, cause you don't wanna be busted. That was a big hello, so it's welcome to my show. So at ease, please, and smile, and everybody say, cheese!
Cheese!
Oh yeah! Now I could be wrong, but I don't think I heard your song. So let's do it once more, and I'll give you a score. Everybody smile, please, and say cheese!
Cheese!
Oh yeah! If you're green or you're blue, then this one's just for you. Say cheese!
Cheese!
Rodin, rah!
If you're yellow or red, then this just needs to be said. Say, cheese!
Cheese!
Rodin, rah! If you're ready to play, I'll be on my way. Who's the oldest?
Me.
Raise that hand and shout out your name.
Jamie, Morgan's Games.
You're the lucky one who's gonna start all the fun. Oh, yeah! Just pick up the dice and give it a roll. Then, just pass it on to the player on your left. But don't let me catch you holding that dice, or your cheese will be in a freeze, and you'll be busted! If my cheese gets eaten, then you all get beaten, and I'm the winner! You got 15 minutes to collect all 8 pieces of puzzle.
Okay, let's go. This one came out in 1992, created by a group of cowboys, the team behind Atmosfear. Now, Rat writes the rhyme. It's not much of a crime, but he does it all the time. But yes, the game is done by Swiss cheese, and when it all gets eaten, you all get beaten. But anyway, this game is, of course, the easiest one to finish. But yes, we've got to try and roll the dice and move around in a clockwise motion and try and win all your pieces of cheese.
So stop rolling away. Okay, everybody, smile, please, and say cheese.
Cheese!
If you said it, I heard it. But if you didn't say cheese, then this is a freeze. Miss a turn, cause you just gotta learn. When I say please, you have to say cheese!
So on the game board, there's actually 30 spaces. Each one resembles a different colour of cheese. So maximum players in this game is 4. So red, yellow, green and blue are on offer. Every time you roll the dice, you land on the space of your colour, you win a piece of cheese, which goes in your frame. Each frame holds a grand total of 9 plain pieces. However, the final one you just put to one side. When your final piece of cheese goes in there, you put it in there, shout loud and proud, rat, and you win the game. But each game is only 15 minutes long. 1, 2 and 3. Now also, in each corner from here to here, there's actually a space that contains all 4 colours. So you land on that, you can pick up any piece you need. So basically, it's a free-for-all space. 1, 2, 3, we've got our first piece of puzzle, which goes in the frame. Bingo. Right, resume play. 3, 4, 5.
Back with a rat attack. Who's go? Who's just about to have a throw?
Me.
Say cheese. Cheese. You're busted. Caught red-handed, you're staying where you landed. You gotta put your hands on your head. Yeah, you heard what the rat said. Hands on your head. Stay that way, okay? Cause you can't touch a thing till you hear this bell ring.
So there we go, I ain't going anywhere, but I've got to stay like this. There are 2 separate English versions, one for PAL region and another for NGSC region, each with a different voice of Rat and the narrator, and each has its own different script soundtrack. But interested to hear, I have to admit. But yeah, it's crazy, this video was actually bundled in with a tutorial, and it's actually the easiest game on today's list. The other ones didn't have any tutorials of any shape or form.
Attack! Who's go? Who's just about to have a throw? Say cheese!
Cheese!
You're busted! Caught in the act, and that's a fact! On your feet and make it fast! You gotta do as I say! Oh, okay! Now I want you to stay that way, just because I say! Keep standing, cause you can't touch a thing until you hear the bell ring!
What did you do today? I did this. Here we go.
Take your hands up your head and that load off your feet. You can sit down now and stop moving around.
So yeah, if you get busted, you're probably going to do something silly. Anything from putting your hands on your head, or even hopping up and down, maybe even barking like a dog. It can be that sort of game. Anyway, it's fantastic. I do like it. But anyway, we need to get some more puzzle pieces. Okay, so landing on the multi-space, we get a piece of our puzzle. We continue on. 1. 4.
Busted! Oh, only joking.
Right, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unfortunately, we're missing all the ones we require. 1, 2, But you can get round this board very quickly. Right, 1, 2, 3. Let's just see how we do for this last few stages. 1, 2, 3, and 4. No score. 1, 2, 3. Not for me. 3. 1, 2, 3. Bingo! We've got another one. Right, we've got 3 more to get hold of, but there's not a lot of cheese remaining. 1, 2, 3. There's the siren. There's another one, but a little bit too late. Well, we ended it with 2 pieces remaining.
I've eaten the cheese, so the game is over. I won it with ease, so a round of applause, please. As for you, it's hard cheese. Who's got the most pieces? Say your name, cause you came close to winning this game. You didn't do bad, but it's a little sad that I won this game. Ain't that a shame? No one's to blame. I'm a rat. I'm sure you can do better. So if you wanna beat the best, here's another test. Game 2, and it's just for you and you and you. You can wimp out now and retreat to the beat. You can scurry away and play another day. Just press stop and rewind, and I'll be on my way. I'll count to 10, and if you're still here, I'll let out a cheer. But return your pieces of puzzle to the middle, cause the cheese got eaten, and you'd be cheating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10!
Okay, not going on to game 2, we're going on to game 4. So this is the final one of the list, and we're going from the easiest game on the list to the most difficult one on the list. But this one got played quite a few times. But yes, this one is the only one I think I know that you can actually play the game with 2 people. But yes, you know the score, but this one can be played up to 4. Move on to the next one now, which I bought from a boot fair, which is Skull and Crossbones. Okay, this one got bought from a boot fair a long time ago. It has been played a few times with a few friends from school and never really fully understood the rules until quite recently, at the age of 40, I decided to read the instruction manual to see where I was going wrong. And one of the reasons I stumbled across why we were struggling back in the day, I didn't actually realise that this game was actually missing some of its cards. Now this game got 24 key cards. 18 of them are blank and 6 of them are numbered 1 to 6. Now I'm missing numbers 3 and 6. And also, which plays a big part of this game, are cove cards. We've got 6 of those, I've only got 5, so I'm missing one of those as well. So quite recently, I went onto eBay and I searched for it. I managed to find a complete set. So hopefully there's 30 cards in here will make this game 100%. Hopefully. Okay, but where they go? The year is 1687. This one I got from a boot fair. Only cost me about £3 or £4, something like that. Why it's taken me so long to realise the box was not 100% complete, I don't know. But it's a great game. Got this one in 1997.
Aha! So you want to take me on, eh? Take me on, Captain Skull, and steal me treasures? Why, you mutinous dogs, you better be fast. Me fleet's on the horizon, and you got just 12 hours to find your treasure and escape the island. And in your fear, 12 hours will pass as quick as 60 minutes. So make haste, or you'll meet an horrible fate under the Skull and Crossbones!
Never fear, mateys. I'm Crossbones, and I'm here to help you defeat Captain Skull. But hurry! Who's the youngest pirate? You start. Take a move card.
Okay, so the game, this is Skull and Crossbones, released in 1902 and published by Paul Lemon Games, which can be played with or without a VHS video. The players represent pirates who have deserted Captain Skull's crew and are trying to locate and steal his treasure and escape before Captain Skull returns, captures them and makes them walk the plank. The first pirate to find their treasure and escape wins, but each player is searching for their own coloured treasure. This is a good game, it really is good, and of course now the board is now 100% complete. But what you've got to try and do is you've got to try and find somewhere on this map the colour treasure you require, which in my case is red. But this game has no dice. You don't roll a dice in any shape or form in this one. This one's done by using move cards. But yes, somewhere here there is what I need. We have 6 treasure chests here, one of those is the one I want, and we've got 24 keys. And one of those is the key to whatever one is there. And I don't know what one it is, it's totally random. But anyway, the screen is fantastic, the time is going up, not down. And at the moment of time, Captain Skull's pirate ship is quite some distance away. But you've got to try and do this in 60 minutes.
Ah, avast there, you swabs. Every time I show myself, you may see 2 coloured treasure chests. If you're searching for these treasures, then you must cry out, "Aye, aye, Captain Skull." If you fail to say "Aye, aye, Captain Skull," or you shout by mistake, then it's into the swamp with ya.
Aye, aye, Captain Skull.
How many landed in the swamp?
No.
Answer me.
Not me.
That is certain to be more next time.
Players start at Pirates Base Camp. During the game, pirates must locate the numbered keys and collect 2 identical location cards of their own colour. So in my case, red. You will need 2 of either Bird's Rock, Witch Hit Hill, Sunny Oak or Grandy Mountain. So, you have to have a maximum of 4 location cards on your possession. In fact, 4 is the maximum, and every pirate must have 4 at all times. So, we're going to pick up our first move card, which says move any steps north. So I'm going to move up 3 and land on a banana tree. Now every time you land a banana tree, the amount of bananas that's in that tree tallies up with how many location cards you pick up. So I can pick up 4. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we've got Dark Pool, we've got Bird's Rock, which is mine, Leafy Glen and Moonstone Circle. Now, of course, yes, you must play this game with more people. So what you do is you have a little peek to try and see where those number keys are. And of course, there's 6 chances in 24. But yes, if you find any, you've got to try and remember where you found them, where you saw them. But we've got our 4 cards now. You can't hold any more. We can swap, but as long as you don't go over 4.
Hurry, mateys. Whose turn now? Take another 2 move cards.
Okay, now Crossbones is there to help you, and I have to admit I need all the help I can get. So I can pick up 2 move cards. Right, so the first one, move 2 steps west. So we're now on 2 banana trees. So we pick up another 2 location cards, which is Wolf's Ditch and Creeping Lava. I'll just put them to one side, but you do need 2 of your own colour. I've got 1 already. Right, I've only had 1 go.
Catch you out, did I? Into the swamp with ya.
No, we're good to go. Move 3 steps north or south and 3 steps east or west. So, we need to land on Bird's Rock, which is up there. So I'm going to try and head in that way now. So 3 steps north, 1, 2, 3, or 3 steps east or west. Well, if I go west, I'm going to fall into the sea. So 1, 2, 3. We land on Jake's shack. But I don't have that card.
Ah! Whose turn next, shipmates?
Me.
Go to any location you desire and look at the key card. Ah!
Right, so at the moment of time, I've got 1 card of my colour, which is a Bird's Rock. Now I'm going to go there to refresh your brain box upstairs and see what it is. Right, so we're going to move on. Next move card. Move any steps north or south and any steps east or west. Right, we're going to go to there, and then we're going to go to there and pick up 4 more location cards. Right, location cards. Look at the key card covering the location of the tray. If the key is numbered, the location and number should be memorised. No one else must see it. Right, 1, 2, 3, and 4. What have we got this time? Now, of course, the maximum you can have is 4. So we've got Fool's Grave, Missionary Crossing, Big Cat Canyon, and any location. I'm going to substitute any location for Leafy Glen. Now, that's very handy now, because now I've got 2 of my colour. So that's a good starting point. Now, if you've got 2 of your colour, and you land on one of those, then you can have a glance at what chest it is, providing you know where that key is.
Nah, anyone in the swamp, eh? Now, whose turn be next?
Me.
Ah, I don't like the look of ye. Move directly east, you bilge rat, and ignore locations, extra rations and guides. In the swamp or in the sea, are ye? I hope so. Count your blessings if you landed on a banana tree.
Right, so we move east, which is a shame actually, because I actually have landed on Moonstone Circle, which I do have the card for, but no action must be taken. But we avoided the swamp. Landing on any of the 8 swamp squares causes the pirate to be trapped. In order to escape, the trapped pirate must start his next turn from any of the 4 central swamp squares, but must finish the move by landing directly on the guide square. Now on the board, there's actually 6 guide squares. If unsuccessful in escaping the swamp after 3 attempts, you must surrender 2 location cards, which is chosen at random by the pirate on your left. And then you must take 2 new location cards and move to the pirate's base camp. Well, we haven't gone into the swamp yet. So anyway, we're going to move on. Another move card. Move 2 steps east or west and 2 steps north or south. Good game. Very good game, that one.
Aha! 'Tis me again. Now, who'll be sitting on a banana tree? Think you're safe, eh? Well, if you're sitting on 1 banana, stay where you are. But if you be sitting on 2 bananas, into the swamp. Now, if you be sitting on 3 bananas, go west till they fall into the sea. And if you be sitting on 4 bananas, that's a pity. You've just been hit by a poison arrow.
Any pirate hit by a poison arrow should take a poison arrow card. Until you land on the Witch Doctor's hut, you cannot take any location cards or look at any key cards. Once he has reached the Witch Doctor's hut or has been given the antidote, you should hand the card back. And there's 6 of those in this game. Also, falling into the sea. Pirates are not permitted to move out of the playing area unless it is the only move possible. Re-entry is achieved by drawing on move card, which permits the player to move back onto land via square. Pirates must remain in the sea for as long as it takes to re-enter the board. At the moment of time, we're on absolutely nothing, so we're going to move off for this space. Move 1 step north or south and 1 step east or west. I'm going to go to there, I'm going to go to there, and we've got 4 more cards to pick up. But of course, you have to have a maximum of 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Red is what I'm aiming for. Right, we've got Creeping Lava, we've got Christie's Tomb, Grandy Mountain, and Crystal Lake. Jason Voorhees is in the neighbourhood. But anyway, we're going to substitute Moonstone Circle, Dark Pool, and we're going to substitute it for Grandy Mountain, which is red, and Crystal Lake. Why not? So we've got 4, so those go on the discard pile. I'm going to go on to extra rations and get another turn. Move 3 steps east. Right, we've fallen into the sea. Right, so we're actually on the table. Right, so we've got to try and get out of the sea. We need to move west. Move 2 steps north. Well, it doesn't help, we're still currently on the sea. Move again. Move 4 steps north. We're still in the sea. Or on the table. Carry on like this, we're going to fall on the floor. Move 4 steps south. We're still on the table. We're still off the board. Do not move. We're still in the sea.
Ha ha! Speak
aye,
up,
aye,
you
Captain
mangy
Skull.
swabs! Who be next?
Me.
You? Well, you've fallen into me trap.
Fall into the sea.
Whoever be on your left can take any 2 of your location cards and throw them on the discard pile. Now you must take 2 new location cards.
I'm still trying to find this person who's on my left. I can't find them. 1, 2, 3. Right, I've landed on a guide space. Guide, take a guide card and move as instructed. If a guide takes a pirate to a location square, he may look at the appropriate key card as normal, and if in a position to do so, attempt to win the game. So, you go to where it says to go, which is Crystal Lake.
Stop playing, mateys, and one by one, take a look at one key card, but don't show it to your shipmates. One key card.
One key card? Well, move any steps north or south to there, and then any steps east or west. We'll go to Sinister Valley, and we'll have another look, shall we? Move any one direction, any number of spaces. Right, fantastic. 1, 2, 3, and 4, shifting sands. It's purple. Let's see if it's going to be third time lucky.
Danger! Danger, mateys! 6 galleons flying the Skull and Crossbones in view.
Now the only way to leave the island is by landing on one of the coves, but only if the cove is available. Towards the end of the game, the galleons will start to arrive at each one of those coves. Every time that happens, that cove is then taken away. If by sheer bad luck you manage to land on a cove that has been taken away, you're actually eliminated from the game. So you've got to try and land on one that hasn't been taken yet. But yes, towards the end of the game, as always, it gets more and more difficult.
Your time's running out. Who be on a blank square? Good. You've just been hit by a poisoned arrow. The first of me galleons has landed at Spaniard's Cove. Turn over the card at that cove. You cannot escape from me there now.
Hurry, shipmates! Turn all the key cards on red locations. Face up!
So we know Big Cat Canyon doesn't contain a number, but we also do know that Sunny Oak is number 6. So that could possibly be the one we require. 1 in 6 chances. But unfortunately we don't have that card unless we have a guide space. At the moment we're in the sea. Move 1 step south.
Step lively, mateys! Turn all the key cards on yellow locations. Face up!
Right, yellow this time. And we're on a banana tree, so I can actually substitute 3 for 3. So, Bird's Rock, Randy Mountain, and we'll go for Spooky Falls. We'll risk it, shall we? 1, 2, and 3. Sunny Oak! Woohoo! Number 6. And any location, an Echo Cave. Right, okay, and we can turn all those yellow locations face up.
Say your prayers, you mangy swabs. Me galleons just landed at Shipwreck Cove, so turn over the card. You cannot escape from me there now.
Move 5 steps east. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Move any direction, any number of spaces. Right. Sunny Oak. I've got Sunny Oak, and we know Sunny Oak is 6. So let's have a look behind door number 6. Well, we're certainly not having a lot of luck with the purple department. But anyway, 6 is purple, not red. We move on. Move 1 step east. Right. Banana tree for 2.
Me bloodthirsty crew's just landed at Smuggler's Cove. So turn over the card. You're cut off from there now.
Right, Smuggler's Cove is also out of the equation. Right, move any steps north or south and any steps east or west. Right, I'm going to head over to Moonstone Circle. We'll see what happens. And also I've got 2 any location cards, so that can be 1. So we need to look at Moonstone, number 1.
Turn all key cards on blue locations face up. Face up. Face up.
Okay, approaching the end of the video now. Unfortunately, only 1 Pirate Cove remains. That's the last one. We do have the treasure. It's located at Creeping Lava, but unfortunately not escaping the island with it. So, not looking good for me, but it's looking good for Captain Skull.
Ah, you bilge rats. All the colours now. Who didn't cry out, aye aye, Captain Skull, into the swamp with ya? Ah, be ye quaking in thy boots, you mangy scabs? Your time is almost up, ha ha! Pieces of 1, I'm nearly done. Pieces of 2, you're stealing through. Pieces of 3, it's sharks for thee. Pieces of 4, teeth and jaw. Pieces of 5, I'll get ye alive. Pieces of 6, he's run out of tricks. Pieces of 7, ain't this fun? Pieces of 8, I won!
Okay, buddy, that's more than enough footage. That is my memories video of video board games I have in my collection and not Atmosfear based. Thank you very much to Rusty James for the request. Hope you enjoyed it. This is Jamie from Warlords Games. Please like and comment. You can find me on most platforms. Stop at Warlords Games fight fairly easily. We all do videos like this, do long plays, have without cheats, have a big making, and live streams at Friday night. A good time at 8 o'clock. It's all our week. Till next time, it's easy. Ciao, bye. See ya.